Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your reading. It's for the sign of Cancer. It's for the next 2 weeks. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know? What are the messages for Cancer? This is for the first 2 weeks of November for anyone who's guided. This could resonate now or later on down the line. It could be a heads up to something coming. So I always say if you don't know what it is, pay even closer attention. Also, it's for anyone who's guided. You could even be a cross watcher. I could be directly talking to you, and anything could come out right till the very last second. Even after I click off camera, I could still come back on. Cancer, what do we need to know for the... Okay. All right. Wow, this is more than I thought it was, but I'm going to take it. We have indecision, so there's a choice. Do I go down this path or that path? It's like the Two of Wands. This is energy oracle. We have the angel of love. We have yin yang. So there's definitely a sense of balance. Well, absolutely. Look, angel of balance. I was just saying there's a sense of balance in these two cards right here, balancing something out. And then I saw the angel of balance underneath of the garden and the gate. So this is so interesting. That's kind of mind blowing. I kind of got the chills on that one. All right, so there's something here about balancing something out for sure. The yin and the yang, the two different pathways, the angel of balance, which is the temperance card. We actually have two cards in this deck that are much like the temperance card. One's more about timing and one's more about balance. This is the one about balance. We also have that angel of love that came out here. So this could be something to do with something that you like your heart's set on, or it could be love, but it doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be family love. This could be any kind of love. But the angel of love kind of reminds me of like the queen of love or the king of love. This is like somebody who really wants something balanced and something like they're sincere. That's the word I'm looking for, sincere. We have here the garden and the gate, and this could just be more of an energy. It doesn't have to actually be a person, but we have the garden and the gate, and this really is someone who's staying within the compounds of their surroundings. Like, I'm not going outside the gate, I'm staying within the parameters. This is like staying within the safety zone here. And I almost feel like there's going to be a balance here about, you know, so I might feel a little afraid of going outside of my comfort zone, but at the same time, we don't want to stay within this gate where you can't leave and the whole world's going on without you. So there's got to be like a healthy balance here, I feel. All right, I do apologize. I can tell my neighbor just started mowing their lawn. If it gets too loud, I will pause. All right, but I'm going to keep going if I can, as long as it seems pretty good. All right, I'm so sorry. We're using the energy oracle I just spoke of. We're using the Light Seers Tarot. We're going to be using our brand new deck of the Green Witch Tarot. We have used this before, but this is the first time we've used this particular deck because our old one was so worn out. And we're going to be going all the way to the After Tarot because this is a 2-week reading. All right, let's do it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know? What are the messages here? What do we need to know? What are the messages? Cancer reading for the next 2 weeks. What do we need to know about it? What do we need to focus on? What are the messages? So, like I said, this is sincere. Something about being very sincere about wanting some kind of a balance. It could even be just about yourself. Like, I want to feel comfortable again, going outside of my out of my safety net, my safety zone. And this could be in any area of your life. It doesn't have to be at home. It could be in any area, like you've been playing it safe. What do we need to know? What are the messages here? Cancer reading, first 2 weeks of November for anyone who's guided. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, absolutely. We'll talk about it. The King of Swords reversed. So this is way too many. I'm going to put all these back. The King of Swords reversed is right next to the Four of Swords, just like this card here of taking that downtime, taking that break, not going outside of the birdie nest. See how she's in here because she's healing her heart. She or he Now, King of Swords can be she or he as well. All right, let's keep going. What else do we need to know? The Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh. So we're going to talk about this because, yeah, and there we got the challenge card of the death and rebirth. I cannot wait to talk to you about this, Cancer, because it's so true. Everything I said up top is coming out right here, right in front of us. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Okay. Knight of Swords reversed. Absolutely. There's some kind of feeling of needing to step outside your safety net here and allow something to transform. Absolutely. And it's something to do with a decision. What else? Okay. All righty. All right. And the Sun reversed. And, oh, Six of Pentacles. There's that balance. That's exactly what we're talking about. So this is in the upright. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Like you're, yeah, it absolutely feels like you're about to achieve something. You got the Five of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands. Look at how she's getting her victory wreath. The lights are on. She's being recognized. This is you overcoming something. And look at how the hangman's already been enlightened. Like I've already seen something from a different perspective. I've already been like this. Now I'm enlightened and I'm getting this balance. So this is all about this victory of this enlightenment and this balance. Now, like I said, this is in the upright. So this makes me feel like you're definitely going to get this all this energy is what you're working on. So you could be taking this downtime, this time that you were like this, and this. They're all the same kind of energy where I needed a timeout, a break to detach from the world, right? You could have been doing this on purpose. You could have been King of Swords reverse. I'm not talking to anybody, you know? And look at this. This is why I said, oh my gosh. See how she puts herself in a protective bubble, and no matter what comes at her, she's like, oh my, talk to the hand. I am busy. You know, this whole reading says to me, I've been in a particular energy, you know, and the hard part has been, this has been your challenge. It came out on its side. The death, this is the death and the rebirth card, which, you know, all death cards are a rebirth card. That's why I tell people not to panic when they see the death card. I always welcome it. It's this transformative energy. And see how the new dawning of the new day is coming. But this has been a challenge. So this is what this reading says to me. Like I went into this shell or into this cocoon, into this birdie's nest, into my safety zone, into my protective bubble, into my hangman position, and I stayed there. But now I know it's time to come out. And now I have to figure out which way to go when I come out. What do I want to do when I come out? I'm in this really, I did the work. That's why this beautiful angel of love energy came out. Remember, I said that angel of love is like someone who's sincere, who means it. They really are at this point in their life where they're like, I'm in it. I've done it. I've been doing it, but now I need to come out. I clearly need the rebirth card to come in now, but because of something like there's this kind of it could be like a I'm still in this downtime energy because I'm not really sure when I come out of this where I'm going. I have to make a decision. Two of Pentacles as well. I have to decide something. And this is been the thing that you know, this Knight of Pentacles. The thing I love about the Knight of Pentacles that you got it in the upright is, you know, it could have come out reverse where everything's at a standstill, stop, you know, you're stuck. But it came out in the upright saying this has been it's been a long journey. Look at all the pentacles this person's been gathering behind them as they've done all this work. This balance and this work and this effort you put in, it has been slow to come in because it's been trustworthy and methodical. And, you know, this is that energy of the Knight of Pentacles where things happen, but they happen at a slow pace because they are so solid. All right, so this is actually a good thing to see a slow moving knight come in to all this and say, well, you're going to, you haven't decided yet where, and this is where the clarity is, right? The Sun in reverse. I haven't decided yet. I'm weighing it out. I'm contemplating. I'm looking at it. I'm still within my safety zone parameters of my, you know, the garden and the gate, of my protective bubble, my nest, my hangman position. I'm still in this energy of let me think about this, because I want to be sure when I step out of this safety net, the safety zone here, I want to be sure I know what I'm doing, because I'm in, this beautiful Knight of Pentacles energy, very solid, and I'm not going to go willy-nilly into the night and be in Knight of Swords energy. That's reversed. Because see what happens when you go into Knight of Swords energy, sometimes everything gets ahead of you. And I feel as though this is where you stand right now. You're like, I want to be very careful that where I go now is a methodical, thought out plan. All right, so let's check it out and see what comes out. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good, what do we need to know? For Cancer or anyone else who's guided to see the Cancer reading, for whatever reason you're here, welcome. This could be your reading. Anything could come out right to the last second. Even after I click off, I can come back on camera. It just happens randomly. I never know when it's going to happen. Also, if this doesn't resonate right now, again, this could be something coming up later on down the line. My readings are meant to predict into the future, and we will be pulling that after tarot at the end of this reading, so that we get the next step energy, which should be energy that you haven't seen yet, regardless of whether it has to do with the reading or something else. All right, Cancer reading, what do we need to know? What are the messages for the first 2 weeks of November, or whenever it resonates? All righty, let's do it. Let's take a look at, I want to look at your King of Swords, Seven of Wands reverse. There's so much here that really says to me that it's about this garden and the gate energy. Let's look at the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands reversed, and the King of Swords reversed. This is all, I'm not engaging in something. I'm not speaking. I'm not something. I'm in a downtime period here doing some work. I'm working on me. Four of Swords, Seven of Wands reverse, King of Swords reverse. What do we need to know? Okay, we got challenges. 2 cards came out as challenges on their side. The Knight of Swords, that willy-nilly moving forward, and the fear. So you might be afraid to move forward, actually. You might be in this kind of energy of, I'm still healing. I'm not sure I'm ready. When I come out of this, when I have the strength to dun, da, 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 speak, move forward, move full speed ahead, whatever it is, I want to make sure that I do it right. Or again, I don't want to run willy-nilly into the night. So I'm fearful of even moving forward. And what I see here is that you've learned a lot. You know the difference. That's what I'm feeling. And if you don't yet, you will. Let's find out about this Knight energy. I want to look at the Knight of Swords reversed with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So let's look at the Knight of Swords reversed by itself first. Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, there it is. All right, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and we got the World, and we got the Ace of Wands. Oh my God. All right, let's talk about it. These are all reversed, which is fine. It just means they haven't gotten here yet. So moving forward is going to be of utmost importance to you to have all this come in. Wow, look at it. This is actually the Fool, but it has the World tree on it. So when this Fool takes the leap of faith, we change cycles. And boy, talk about new, brand spanking new energy. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. The Fool is the 0 card in tarot, and the Aces are the number 1 cards in tarot, and the World is the last card in tarot. So this all says ending and new beginning, death and rebirth. Exactly. This is all coming in for you. It just hasn't happened yet. This has been a long journey to come, and it's been this way for a specific reason. It's been this way so that it's done correctly. There's so much to be said about this. This is beautiful energy. And either you have to have the strength to grab it, move forward, and allow it, or it just hasn't come in quite yet. It could be that there's another reason, because you're still in this energy of getting really balanced here. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. It is in the upright. Three of Pentacles. So this could be something, it could be something financial getting balanced out for you. And I say that because, and you might not have the information yet. So this Knight of Swords might be like, I wish that I had this information. All I can do is wait. But while you've been waiting, boy, have you been getting into this great, beautiful, balanced vibration. I feel like if this is something financial, it also could be something to do with an offer for work or something that you've been working on manifesting. See the witch, that's actually the magician, another number one card. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to look at it one more time. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. What is this about? The Knight? Whoa, there it goes. Flew right out of the deck. The Eight of Swords. So this makes me feel, again, there's a level of either fear or unknown. I don't know. See how she's blindfolded? She feels like she can't do anything. She doesn't really know what's going on. So this really could be either I'm not sure what's going on around this business or a financial situation, or I'm fearful of something. And it does look to me like there's a decision to be made here because you got it there and you got it here. So it might be this level of fear of coming outside of the comfort zone. Let's look at it. Could have something to do with work, business, finances. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles here. It's reversed. What about it? Let me look at, I want to look at them together. The Two of Pentacles reversed and the Sun reversed. What is it we need to know? This is like waiting for clarity, trying to figure out something to get this clarity. Yeah, absolutely. So you've got the Moon, which is lack of clarity. Like the moon casts a shadow on everything, so we can't see it like we can when the sun comes out, and that sun's reversed. You're waiting to see something clearly about this King of Pentacles, which could be a financial situation. It doesn't have to be a person, but it could be. Let me get a little peek at the King of Pentacles. Is there anything in particular we need to know? The Knight of Wands reversed. So this absolutely makes me feel like you haven't had, something hasn't budged in the financial arena yet. And because it hasn't budged, you're not really sure what's going on. And it could be, you know, you got the what do they call it here? The Lord of Shadows, which is the Death and Rebirth card. This has been your it's been the thing that's been the pain in the butt in this whole thing. Like we want that in the upright, not as a challenge. So this whole situation has been challenged to move forward. Death in reverse and the devil. Absolutely. So we have they call it the nature card here. So there could be, and again, we got the Two of Swords here. So this could be that you're not sure what to do in the situation, or you're still contemplating this. You haven't seen clearly yet your way forward, or if the decision's not yours, it's someone else's, which is really possible. So this whole thing is being held off by other people or another person making a decision. Is why you feel like I can't really do anything. I really am getting balanced. I really do know what way I want to go, but I can't go there until I have my safety net in place, and that could be something financial. I hope this makes sense to you, Cancer. I love the fact that you do have this energy of, victory and overcoming something and getting something balanced out right at the bottom of your deck. It makes me feel like there is going to be some kind of change that comes in here. I'm going to look at, let's look at this death card. Tell me about the death and rebirth as a challenge. What do we need to know about it? I want to just get another peek. Tell me about the death and rebirth as a challenge. I want to know more about why it's a challenge, because this is your ending and beginning and your transformation here. Went right back in. What do we need to know? Death and rebirth as a challenge, please. Cancer reading for anyone who's guided. Okay. This is the decision, Two of Swords. It could be your own, that came out as a challenge as well. This could be your own decision that's holding you back, or it could be that of someone else. Let's get another one on the death and rebirth as a challenge. Death and rebirth as a challenge. Okay. The Five of Swords came out, and I want to see what this one is. Yeah, the Tower. All right. The reason this is not moving, it looks to me solely like it has to do with you. Six of Swords in the upright, seeing something clearly with the Hermit here. Six of Swords is really about getting to a peaceful place, moving away from anything that has been tumultuous and moving into this peaceful time, moving away from the tumultuous waters into the peaceful waters is what the standard definition of the Six of Swords is. But it really has to do with forward movement and seeing your way clearly away from anything that hasn't felt good to something that does. That's where your indecision is. And your indecision really is, it has been the problem here because we have the death and rebirth as a challenge. We have the Two of Swords in reverse as a challenge. We have the Five of Swords, which sometimes for me is being so up in your head that you don't know what to do because when you make a decision, you got to bring down the tower. And I really do feel like you're trying to get clear on which is the peaceful path. Which path is the peaceful path? Where do I go that's balanced, that's peaceful, that's going to make me feel good, where I'm not going to feel afraid to step outside. I really feel, Cancer, this reading has a lot to do with you getting clear on a decision you have to make. And I feel like this is going to be so important to you because this decision brings in all this, it brings in all these new beginnings. Like, well, it's probably one new beginning, but there's so much that's involved in it. It's the Ace of Wands, it's the Ace of Pentacles, it's the World Tree, which is the world. It's the Fool, it's a leap of faith. It's having the strength to just do it. This is the hard part because this is so outside of the zone for you, at least right now, because you have been laying low. You've been in a protective bubble, and this is a big deal. It's a big change for you, is what I feel. Cancer, please do comment down below. I'm going to grab you just a couple of after tarot here. This is next step energy, so this will come in after all this. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. Queen of Wands, this is an action to be taken. So this is really about action. And you got the King of Cups, and you could be dealing with a fire sign. This could be you and another person. There is quite a few twos in your reading. This could be you and another person. Tell me more about this Cancer reading for anyone who's guided. But this could also be that you're a Cancer, Leo, Cusper. What else do we need to know? Yeah, new beginning. Beautiful. Whatever this is, I feel like this is a new beginning. For some of you, it's for two people. So it's going to be for you and your partner, you and your child, you and your best friend, you and somebody. What do we need to know? What are the messages here with this Ace of Cups? What else do we need to know? It's going to be something you really love. There's a lot of peace involved in it. Whoa, and I mean it. A lot of peace. We just had another card fall out of my hand. The Knight of Swords, which we started with up here. I'm sorry, the King of Swords, not the Knight. So the King of Swords falls out onto the table, and also the peace card of, this could be, let me just look for 1 minute. It's some new beginning. It's for both of you. There's a lot of peace is what I was saying when that King of Swords fell out. And then I turn over the deck and there's the peace card of the Four of Wands. You have the peace card of the Six of Swords. I always see this as taking us here. Like you get in the boat and it takes us to this beautiful, peaceful place. That's the way I see it. But I also had this come out, right? As soon as I was saying, I noticed the peace dove, this came out when the King of Swords hit the deck. But look at how they're all sitting down like they're all peaceful. Nobody's in drama, everybody's peaceful. But I think this is more metaphorical. Something's happening. You're going to see your way forward, because in the beginning you couldn't see your way to the peaceful place. You felt fearful, you felt like you had to protect yourself, and it was scary going outside the safety zone here, out of the protective bubble, out of the nest, out of the hangman. You're going to get there. There's some kind of clarity that's going to come in for you that's been hard to get to for some reason. When you understand this and see it more clearly, I feel like this is when you're going to see your death and rebirth that's been a challenge to get to finally come in. And that's going to come in with a decision, because remember, we had a decision card of the Two of Swords, and there could be two of you. See how there's two people? In most Two of Swords, there's only one. So I really would love to hear from you, Cancer. Please comment. Remember, I give back to those that are given to the channel. If you're hitting the like, it's going to cause more views and cause more attention to your section of the channel, and you will probably get bonus readings, and you will definitely get these 2-week readings. especially when the monthlies come out. That's when I look for who's getting the weeklies, and I look at the weeklies for who's getting bonus readings. So thank you so much for engaging with the channel and helping it grow. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.